Welcome, Watchers of Illusion, to my Castle of Confusion. It's the 1st of January 2024. Yes, 2024. My God, where's it come? Where did last year go? Any ideas? Because I don't know. Anyway, I thought what better way to kick off the year with a great little game for the ZX Spectrum, which looks familiar because it was released on the NES, but it's not the same game. It's sort of the same game, but it's not the same game. I hope that makes sense. It's DuckTales. Woo! And it's on the ZX Spectrum, and it's very much in the vein of the NES games. Graphically, it's just, oh, I love it. Look at it. It is just, you are just Scrooge McDuck on his bouncy cane. His pogo stick cane. Oh, that was short-lived, wasn't it? Anyway, hope you've all had a great New Year's Eve, by the way. I hope you've all had a good and safe one and haven't had too many hangovers this morning. I didn't drink at all. It was a pretty lame one for me, to be fair. But partying is the furthest thing from my mind right now. But you know what? I thought, let's get back in the saddle and ride this goddamn horse into 2024 and start as we mean to go on. So I thought we'd start with this one, which is brand new. This has been released literally a few days ago. And, well, last year. How weird is that? How weird is it to say last year when it was 2023, like yesterday? Weird. Anyway, weird doesn't cut it, really, does it? It is a very strange way of thinking about life, but there you go. So what's the purpose of the game? Well, if you play the NES version, you'll know. You need to go and find, I think it was, what's her name? Magica Dispel or something stupid like that. Yeah. So you've got to thwart her evil plans. Now, this game's really nice. I mean, considering it's on a specky, the only thing that I would say that I'm really missing is a nice little 128K rendition of the DuckTales soundtrack, but I'm not going to hold that against it because so far so good. This game is very nice. And I'm enjoying it lots and lots, which I think you guys will as well. I'll provide you a link in the description, as always. And you can go and download this game and play it yourselves. Now you can see here I'm using a retro virtual machine. Now, usually I use a full screen spread, but to be fair, I like to advertise this one because it's a very bloody good emulator. Emulates ZX Spectrum, Amstrad, also GX4000, Sega Master System 1 and 2, and the MSX1. Now, I'm not in any sort of paid promotion with these guys at all, but I love their emulator to bits, and I think that you should go check it out. Why wouldn't you? Because it can play all of your ZX Spectrum, Amstrad, and so on and so forth games on it, and it's beautiful. So there you go. Anyway, I won't provide a link to that. You can find that yourself. Not everything's handed to you on a silver platter, you know. But yes, it's absolutely fantastic. I love the graphic representation. Really nice. Obviously, the inspiration from the NES is there when it comes to Scrooge. And did he just call him Uncle Scrooge? That's weird. He was only uncle to Huey, Dewey, and Louie. Apparently, everyone else calls him Uncle Scrooge in this game. We'll let it slide, because that could just be an error on the coder's part. But yes, Uncle Scrooge, it was only to Huey, Dewey, and Louie. Yes, he wasn't uncle to everyone. As much as we would have loved our own Uncle Scrooge, he was not. So there. Anyway, you can see that the backgrounds, environments, and everything else are really nice and tidy. There's colour clash. You're going to get that. It's a Spectrum game to be expected. But screen layout and everything else is absolutely top-notch. Love it. And graphically, it's great. And look at that. I mean, that snail looks like it's just been pulled straight out of Wonder Boy. But at the end of the day, who cares? I don't, because it adds to the game. It's great. Nice little nod there to Wonder Boy. I don't know what we're supposed to do with this barrel. I suppose we'll figure it out. Anyway, jumping on things with your pogo stick will destroy them. Like that. But in the case of that, you can go back up there and it'll regenerate. I can't go through that locked door at the moment. I need to find a key. You have found a door key. You can jump on enemies' heads and dispatch them, so that's no problem. Now you can do a normal jump, but if you do a normal jump, you're not quite as high as you would normally go. So you jump up in the air, press the up button to jump. I know it's an up button jump thing, but Ah, okay, that's how you do that. Right, so you push up to jump, and then you hold the fire button down, and it'll turn into pogo stick mode, which enables you to jump higher. There you go. So anything that you've got that you're not sure about, you get to a place where you're a bit lost, maybe try playing around with the environment. Now we'll move on to controls, because they're actually very nice as well. So you've got your bog standard left, right, up and down. Up being jump. And then when you press fire, like I said, it'll turn into a pogo stick. But if you approach things like the blocks, oh, there's a key. If you approach the blocks and you hit your fire button, then Scrooge will hit them with his cane, and they'll fly up into the scenery. They'll either be a help or they'll just disintegrate. It's up to you to find out which is which. Now you can see here are your lives, by the way, in the top left corner. How many keys you've got, how many diamonds you've collected, and I guess that's gems in the top right. I don't know, but it's really, really nice little game. And the controls, by the way, are very responsive, which is great. There are some precision jumps. I will warn you there, but precision, a bit of precision needed there. But now we can go down here and we can open this door and see what we can see. Okay, how are we supposed to get that? I wonder if we can twat that up into the corner. There we go, there we go, there we go. But I love this. I think it's really good. Like I said, I'd love to see maybe a 128K version with music would be absolutely fantastic, but I'm not going to hold that against this at all. Hello. Right. Okay. Oh, bloody hell. Now, the other good thing about this game is that it comes with two versions. One is the one with the intro, which you get while you're loading the game, which is brilliant. So, like, the loading screens give you the background story. Or you can have the one that doesn't have that on it. And I'm sorry. Excuse my French there, ladies and gentlemen. But it's really well done. So you've got these three levels here. You can start in the Alps, the jungle, or the factory. We're going to try and give you a bit of each one, so you get a go. Feel for the game. Here we are. So, yeah, we did this one, didn't we? So, poo. Well, I'll try and do a different level for you anyway after this one. Let's just make some stupid errors on this and just get it over with. But as the game is very well put together, and I think you would enjoy this. If you're a platforming game fan, you're going to love it. You're going to love it anyway. But if you were a DuckTales fan on the NES, you're going to lap this up. Absolutely, 100%. You are going to enjoy this game. No doubt about it. So go and grab it, play it, and then let me know. Come back and let me know in the comments what you thought of the game. Have you enjoyed it? Did you think it was as good as I've made out it to be? Or did you think it wasn't quite as, cut out to be the end score? Because that's to come, ladies and gentlemen. The end score, which I think is going to score quite a high one. I'm not even going to dock it any points for having no soundtrack. But there you go. A lot of games didn't have soundtracks back in the day. But, Rich, it's not back in the day, is it? No, but we do try and make things as, as genuine as possible. So you get the genuine Spectrum experience. I've done this so many times now, and I keep jumping in that same spot every time. Never mind. But yes, it's incredibly good. So sound-wise, there is literally just the sound of Scrooge on his bouncing around, or the when you hit an enemy. There's not a lot else otherwise. But at the end of the day, sometimes some things have to be sacrificed for the good of the game. So maybe there was too much game for it took up too much memory, and they couldn't have a soundtrack. It could be that, and I'd really love it if the developers do drop in just to give me a heads up on that. Oh dear, I meant to do that, just so you know. So yeah, so on 3 counts, it's got gorgeous graphics and animation. It's got really, really tight controls, and I mean, yes, it's got sound. Whatever you may say, it's got sound. So this is a different level, showing you now, which is great. And we're gonna blast our way through this as much as I can, and see how much of it we can get through in the time that we've got left. I don't know. I don't even count anymore when I'm playing. We just play and try and get you around 15 minutes if I can. So playability, absolutely on the money. This is such a good game, and the replay value here as well is awesome. You'll come back to it. I'm sure even if you complete it, you'll come back to it. It's one of those little one of those little hidden gems that you can't help but come back and play every now and again. I think it's a good one to have in your game library. At least, you know, a good little platformer. Always a good thing. And obviously the age range is any. It's DuckTales. Of course, old and young alike are going to enjoy this game. For us retro enthusiasts, of course, it's going to hold that little bit of a slightly more special memory than it will do for any newcomers to the games. Because we remember how it was. We remember the struggles of 10 minutes of loading a game. Oh, you youngsters have no idea. But I love it. I love it. And I think you guys will too. Like I said, I'll provide the download link. You can go and play yourself and see what you think. It does play very, very nicely and also plays on real hardware. So if you actually want to play it on a Spectrum, go ahead. Make my day. But let me know. Let me know in the comments if you actually went ahead and played the game, because I'd love to hear from you. And go ahead to the developer's website, and if they are accepting donations, go and drop them a quid. Enough for, you know, just enough for a cup of coffee. That's all it is. We don't ask for much, us peoples, you know. But yeah, I would love to hear your thoughts, even if you're just going to comment on the video, what you see in front of you right now, what I'm playing for you now. Just let me know in the comments if you think this game is worthy of your attention. I think it's great, and you know, that's just my personal opinion. You might not even be a DuckTales fan, and you're thinking, what the hell is this? I'll tell you what the hell this is. This is a great game. This is a really nice platform game. And you know what? I'd like to see it ported to the C64, the Amstrad, and the MSX. You know, just to give it a bit more colours. I mean, imagine this in NES colour scheme, or even better than the NES with colours. It can be done. It can be done. But that's down to the author and the, you know, developer and all that jazz. So let's see if they're interested in that kind of thing. That would be so cool. And of course, with expanded memory, would become a soundtrack. I've said enough. I've said enough. There's some ideas there. And I'm not doing very well at getting up this bloody gap, am I? But there we are. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave you a couple more minutes of gameplay here. And thanks very much for tuning in. And it's the first one of 2024. And I hope there's going to be a lot more. Now, I do have funeral things to arrange and all that jazz. So if things are a little quiet for at least half of this month, then please do not despair. I will be back soon. I'm just a very busy sausage at the moment with getting everything sorted out. So I'll do my best to pop on frequently, but do not despair if I don't. I am still here, and I do appreciate your comments. I do respond to them all, so even if you haven't seen me drop a review for a while, drop me a comment. I do get them, and I do reply. So thanks very much, and everybody, you have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful evening, morning, or afternoon, wherever you are in the world. And I will see you again very soon. I've got some cracking games coming up on for the channel. I'll catch you again very soon. My name's been Rich. This has been the Games Arcade Retro Edition. And as always, you keep it retro, and I will catch you again very soon. Until then, I'll see you in the next video. Until then, guys, it's bye for now. Ta-da!